Have you ever wondered what the latest global trends in two-pillar taxation are? Well, wonder no more. Welcome to the weekly update on the world of two-pillar taxation, where we break down the most recent developments from various countries. This past week, we've seen significant updates from the OECD, Hong Kong, Japan, Qatar, Estonia, the United States, and Chile. Here's a quick rundown of what's been happening. On February 9th, the business at OECD, BIAC, released a statement expressing uncertainty about the assumptions behind its global minimum tax prediction. The committee has recommended further refinement of these estimates to accurately understand the impact of Pillar 2. Fast forward to February 5th, where Hong Kong's Financial Services and Treasury Bureau and the Inland Revenue Department submitted a legislative amendment proposal to the Legislative Council's Finance Committee. This proposal discusses Hong Kong's plans for implementing the global minimum tax and the Hong Kong minimum top-up tax. Meanwhile, in Japan, a practitioner revealed that the government has released a tax reform bill containing amendments to its Pillar 2 system. Surprisingly, the bill doesn't include the UTPR and QDMTT. This bill, released on February 2nd, includes revisions to the Japanese corporate tax law and other tax laws. On February 7th, the third Qatar International Conference on Fiscal Policy and Economic Development, hosted by Qatar University's College of Business and Economics, kicked off. The conference, themed Global Minimum Tax and its impact on the tax systems of GCC countries, will cover many advances in international tax systems, such as the OECD's adoption of new tax policies, like the recent approval of a global minimum tax. Moving on to Estonia, the country has released a draft bill on February 8th that supplements their tax information exchange law, tax administration law, and income tax law. These laws aim to implement the GLOBE project, particularly the Pillar 2 rules. According to the draft bill, Estonia will delay the full implementation of the global minimum tax rules until 2030. In the United States, the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants submitted feedback on Notice 2023-80 to the Department of Treasury and the IRS on February 7th. This notice provides guidance on the foreign tax credit rules and dual consolidated loss rules, both of which are related to the OECD's global minimum tax legislative template. Back in Hong Kong, the Hong Kong General Chamber of Commerce suggested on February 7th that Hong Kong should consider imposing a digital services tax on foreign service providers, which could generate up to 1.5 billion Hong Kong dollars in revenue. This proposal will be raised before the release of the 2024-25 fiscal year budget later this month. Finally, in Chile, the tax administration announced on February 5th that 426 companies have paid a 19% value-added tax on digital services. The 10 largest tax payments came from Google, Netflix, Apple, Spotify, Meta, Sony Interactive Entertainment, Microsoft, Amazon, Valve, and Uber. Before we conclude, let's take a moment to introduce Smart Financial and Tax Consulting. We are a team of experienced financial advisors and tax consultants dedicated to providing you with the latest tax trends and financial advice. Our team is composed of seasoned professionals who have spent years navigating the intricate world of international taxation and financial planning. We offer a wide range of services, including international taxation consulting, such as transfer pricing in two pillars, financial planning, wealth management, and much more. In this rapidly changing world of two-pillar taxation, staying updated with the latest tax trends is crucial. With Smart Financial and Tax Consulting, you can rest assured as we keep you informed and ahead of the game. Stay smart with your finances with Smart Financial and Tax Consulting. To summarize, this week's major developments revolve around the ongoing discussions and legislative changes concerning the global minimum tax. From the OECD's uncertainty about its predictions, Hong Kong's legislative amendments, Japan's tax reform bill, Qatar's international conference, Estonia's delay in implementation, the AICPA's feedback in the US, to Hong Kong's proposed digital services tax and Chile's VAT on digital services, it's clear that the landscape of two-pillar taxation is ever-changing. Stay tuned for next week's update on the world of two-pillar taxation. Remember, knowledge is power, and staying informed is the best way to navigate the complex world of international taxation. Until next time, keep your calculations accurate and your tax knowledge up to date.